best of my knowledge, there are just a little over 50 apartments there. So there'll be 50 families, maybe a couple hundred people altogether, I would think. It's going to be a real shock because a lot of the people who lived in the building don't have a lot of resources at their fingertips. Let's put it that way.
Saddest part that it's Thanksgiving weekend and all these people that live in this building, they don't have a place to go.
Well, it's a really tragic night for town Huntsville. The Empire was sort of the anchor of our main street, our downtown, and thank goodness everybody's out. According to the fire chief, talked to him earlier, they were able to all clear the building.
15 years ago, one of the most iconic buildings in Huntsville had its history come to a close after a fire broke out at the top floor, causing a full evacuation and leaving dozens homeless in one night. The fire chief at the time, Stephen Hernan, now retired from that life, still remembers the night vividly and the teamwork that brought all of Muskoka together to protect the rest of downtown Huntsville.
It was the biggest fire we'd been to with regards to the number of crews we brought in. So I think we had every Huntsville, obviously, and every Lake of Bays station here. And we called for help for Bracebridge. I remember Bracebridge came up and they basically took the library side of the building because we were trying to protect the exposures. Huntsville had the aerial truck at the time, but we know that we needed something else if we're going to stop the fire from going down Main Street. And the next available aerial truck to us was at REMA. And we called down there, and although we didn't have an agreement with REMA at the time, they were more than happy to oblige, and they sent the aerial truck up and a pumper up, and the whole crews, everybody worked well together, everybody had their job, their function, they knew what had to be done, and we worked through the night. By morning, it was, basically it was left as a smoldering mess, unfortunately.
And at the time, it wasn't just Muskoka and area's fire departments that came together to support the community at the time of need. Both the Table Soup Kitchen Foundation and the Huntsville Legion stepped up to feed and temporarily shelter the displaced residents.
As soon as we realized that the Empire Hotel was on fire last night, we decided that we would throw a luncheon today to help support the community and try to get some of the people back together that were displaced by the fire last night. Hopefully put them together with their animals and thank the firefighters for doing such a great job on that building.
Our needs will definitely increase in the days to come as these people need to start from square one and meet all of their needs. So if we can help with food, I think that would be a huge asset. We also have free clothing, footwear, coats, clothing for children and toys as well down here at the Table Food Bank.
Back to Hernan today, who remembers how much this loss affected those who were left homeless by the devastating fire.
The effect it had on the community. And I'll always remember that. Like I say, I go back to the 26 families that were displaced and watching them struggle for months on end to try and find housing. I've actually I've become friends with some of those people. I know them now. I know where they live. And we still every now and then talk about the Empire Fire. So it's not something that's gone away. Those people that were affected, they'll remember it. I know a lot of people in this community will say, "Holy cow! It was 15 years ago. I forgot about it." But there's a lot of people that left a scar on them.
And as he looks back on the fire that took this historic feature from Huntsville, Hernan is hopeful after 15 years, something new and just as vibrant will fill the void in the downtown.
Huntsville Main Street was redone a few years ago, as everybody knows. There's lots of improvements. There's lots of vibe and action going down here. It's a big empty lot, and I hope that the developer will soon do something with it. Obviously, the natural fit would be commercial on the main floor with residential above, and hopefully it goes back to apartments and not a condo, but because we desperately need apartments, we desperately need affordable housing in town. But it's a prime location, so I don't know if it'll ever fill out for affordable housing with land costs, but it'd certainly be nice to see something go back into this lot and fill the major corner on Main Street.